What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Lucas from Content Fries, and today is the next episode of Content Fridays. This is 7th episode, I think, and we finally released team features and a lot of other goodies. So this is something that we will talk about in today's episode of Content Fridays. So let's just jump right into it. I'm very excited about this new update. Let me check my screen and a recorder. Everything looks awesome. So let's just jump right into it. And the first thing that you will notice after you log in to your account is that you have this team near the logo where you can go and manage your team or do anything with it. And this is where the magic happens. So let's cover team features as the first new thing in our update, and then we will talk about other new stuff as well. So let me show you. This is the team, and you can definitely change the name of your team. So I really recommend you to do this because this is something that all your team members will see. And if you keep the my awesome team or something that's the default value, that might be, confusing for your colleagues. So change the team name as first, save the changes, and then you have two options or two ways to invite your colleagues and your coworkers. So the first way is that you share the invitation link, and by default this invitation link will invite all people, and everyone that accepts the invitation via this link will have editor role, and you can change that here. So you can change them to admin or to viewer. And viewer basically can only watch or see resources, and he can do anything with them. But editor and admin can basically modify, delete all the fries, potatoes, templates and stuff. So that's three basic roles that we have in the team collaboration features currently. So this is how you can invite your colleagues if you have to or need to somehow, cancel this link, just reset it here, or you can invite people by email. So you just type in all the emails that you want and change the role of those users, and this will invite them and send them invitation email, and then they can proceed in that email. So that's super easy. You can pick the way that you like, and you can see the invitations here. And I have in my second browser Content Fries testing account. This is basically just an account that is just registered. So I will go and grab the link, and as you can see I have to change it after this live stream and accept the invitation. And I will basically reset the link right away. Okay, so the link is now reset. So nobody can abuse it or whatever if it goes away by accident or something like that I just did. And now I can switch to the Content Fries team where I was invited in this testing account as an editor. Okay, so let me go there, and now I can see all the fries and all the potatoes and templates and stuff like that as an editor, and I can modify and change these things. So that's basically team features. That covers team features. If for some reason I have to, for example, change the role of this team member, I can change it to viewer or whatever. And when I go back here to the testing account, as you can see now, I only can do the viewing stuff. I don't have an option to delete or modify when I go, for example, to quotes or anywhere else, maybe in potatoes, and I open some potato. As you can see, everything is disabled, so I can't, do anything here because I'm just a viewer. I have just a viewing role, and that applies to quote, fries, and stuff like that as well. When I go, for example, to quote cards, this is how it looks when I'm a viewer. Okay, so I can download and I can do anything else because I don't have enough permissions to do so. So I will switch the role back to editor. And now when I go to, for example, potatoes, I should be able to do everything as I need. Okay, yes, and as you can see, this is now active, so I can change intro, outro, do all of the, content repurposing stuff, generate. This was disabled when I was a viewer. Okay, so this is how theme features work currently. Super easy to use, very simple, and I think it will cover maybe 80 or 90% of your team collaboration needs. In the future, we can definitely improve and extend this system more, especially if you have a lot of team members and add workspaces and custom roles and custom permissions. So some people might access only specific workflows and maybe some kind of approval process integrated into team features. So your colleague or your virtual assistant will generate or create fries, and he will mark them to approval, and as soon as you approve them, they will, for example, be published or scheduled on social media. So this is something that we want to integrate in Content Fries 2.0. And in the current version, we will not improve on the theme feature system that much, because this will become obsolete when we release 2.0 version. So that's the huge news. And let me show you what else we got for you. And for example, when I go to this fry and cancel this wizard, we don't need it currently. We added the outline stuff, or the outline feature, where you can outline the headlines or captions. And this is really great for captions that are generated by preset to some color. And this should, when I change the color to something like this, as you can see, it's working. So you can create different, outlines, and maybe for text that is this small, outline with 3 pixels is, much better. So this is the outline stuff. And when I was testing that, I think it was not reflecting in the headline, but it was applied to the subtitles. So we have to take a look what's happening there and why the outline is not. We are still working on that update, so this will definitely be resolved very soon. But it's here. I think it's great, especially when you combine it with presets. When you apply some kind of preset, like for example this one, and let me do that and try it, because I'm curious to see how it looks like. And I will keep it in the center. I don't care currently, or maybe add it here. And now I will disable maybe rotation and text size randomizer and lines. This will not be applied, so I will change to keywords, because I don't have any lines in my subtitles. So change it like this. And now the preset is applied. And when I go to the editor, here are some subtitles highlighted with that color. And this is how the subtitle looks like. Maybe it will be more visible in this area. And I think it looks cool, okay, with that highlight or with that outline. So this is definitely more contextual for landscape or portrait videos, like Reels or TikTok videos or YouTube Shorts, because this is something that a lot of people needed. And I can also maybe increase the shadow like this, and as you can see now, it pops up out of the video really interestingly. Okay, so that's next thing. That's the outlines. I'm very excited about this, and that we finally added this option to the text. And the third option is let me go to profile, and is the vocabulary. Okay, you can set vocabulary for, any language that you want. You probably use only one language, maybe it's English or anything else. You can change the language here, or I think you can also change the default language for automatic captions. If you did not do this in the beginning, then you can change it here. For example, you are uploading German videos or whatever. You can save a one click or something like that during the upload wizard. So change the default language if you want. Then it will be reflected also here, and then you can set all the keywords or terms for your vocabulary. And for example, content fries is definitely one of those terms, because this is company name or brand name or whatever. And it was really frequent that the automatic transcription system make it like, I think, content price or content rice, or maybe content price, like this. Okay, but if you have the vocabulary and you have the term in it, it will mark or use this term instead, because it's more, it has higher priority now. So let's just save the vocabulary. And now when you go to wizard and you upload some video, I probably don't have any video on this device that has the word content fries in it, but let me see, maybe Dropbox. Oh, this will probably not work. So you just have to trust me in this case. Or maybe I can go to and grab this instead. This link, this should point or redirect to YouTube video. And this is something that we did not try, so I can try it in the live stream and maybe paste the YouTube link right here. And because this is an introduction video, as you can see, the vocabulary is enabled by default. Now I can choose all the contexts that I'm interested in, like this, finish. And now, okay, I can accept this. And now I can transcribe the video, and this will take few minutes to complete. But in this video, every mention on content fries should be content fries as I have it in my vocabulary. So if you have a lot of terms or technical terms or brand name or nicknames or something like this, the vocabulary can increase the accuracy of the transcription. Okay, this is the encoded version. Not sure why it was again here, but whatever. Okay, so we will keep this open, and we will go back to it. And that's the vocabulary, and that's probably the latest and one of the greatest, and also one of the great updates that was released today. And now I think that covers everything that we needed. But one thing to mention also is that when you have an editor or admin or viewer or anyone else, and you have to temporarily, for some reason, disable their access to your account, to your team, you can do that here. I will not do that, and I will not screw with this because I have this open right here. But as soon as I click inactive, it will disable access of the user to this team, and he will be redirected back to his team. Okay, the same applies if you delete the team member by clicking this icon, but you can't take this back. This is when you, I don't know, maybe fire someone from your team, you can do this. But if you for some reason have to temporarily disable someone, you can make him inactive by clicking this button. Okay, so that's it. And as you can see, this is now transcribed, and now I have content fries without using the search and replace. Okay, because if this is the new feature, this is basically the vocabulary stuff, and maybe I can add Lucas, because I'm not Lucas with C, but I'm Lucas with key. Okay, and that's also something that I can add to my vocabulary. Maybe this phrase right here, Lucas from Content Fries. Okay, and that's very simple. I will go to the profile, and I will do that right away, and go to vocabulary and type in Lucas from Content Fries, and I can add up to I think 1000 phrases like this. Okay, so the vocabulary is can be pretty big if you need to have it big, and maybe phrases like TikTok, okay, and stuff like that, because I see that the transcription generator found it as a tag, which is not what we wanted, but here it is okay. And I can add as many phrases basically as I have. As you can see, here is next content fries, so it works really well, and I'm very happy to see this. Okay, so that's the vocabulary feature, and you can disable it when you are uploading the video, and because it's enabled by default, and this vocabulary thing, I think it's causing very slight delay, or maybe the generation process is taking a little bit longer when you use the vocabulary feature. But if we want to increase the speed of the transcription, disable it, it will be probably faster for a few seconds, so that it should not be any big deal, but I think it's great to have it enabled by default. So that's vocabulary, and that's the third thing. And we will definitely write some article or some blog posts about all the news that we added, because this is not everything, but these three are the most significant updates that we released in today's huge update pack. So enjoy. I hope you will like these features. And now I will go and see if we have some questions or something in the chat. And okay, everything looks like it's great. So that's all I wanted to share with you today, because we have to finish we have really huge list of testing stuff, and I think we made all the testing passed, so everything should work as usual. But this update was really huge, so we have to double check if really everything is as expected, if everything works as it should. And it was tested from the bottom to the top and beyond, and more. But in updates that are huge like this, and this was really huge update, because all the database structure had to be updated and changed, and everything was assigned under team, and team were generated for everyone, and there are thousands of users, so it was taking really long, but finally it's here. This is a huge step forward to Content Fries 2.0, because of the team feature that is here is on the backend using the same database technology as Content Fries 2.0 for all the Content Fries 2.0 stuff. And I'm happy to see it is working really well, and it's great. All the invitations and all the logic and the security that you can have also viewers. It opens a lot of possibilities, like it should not be that difficult to add some kind of approving process into 2.0 version. So this is a really great foundation for team features for the future, for 2.0 version. And I'm looking forward to see what we will bring to you in the next weeks or months. The last thing that I want to mention is that we will add support for videos and GIFs to the Content.Rise 1.0 version. And that's the last thing that we will implement in the current version. Everything else will be added to 2.0 version. And we will keep 1.0 version, active for maybe this and next year. I don't see any problem with that. But we will, after that point, after we finish the team features and team support, video support in your fries, then we will focus on 2.0, and that will be mind-blowing. That will be a revolution from my perspective in 2.0 in content repurposing, because you will be able to schedule or publish pieces of content directly from Content.Rise to social media like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, WordPress, basically other social media platforms as well. And that's amazing. I'm really happy to see that direction coming. And that's all. Guys, so I have to go back to work and test some stuff and finish some minor things that like not working, the outline in the headlines, and that's it. So enjoy the update, let me know what you think, and I see you next week.